Rahu has not a physical body.
No proof US landed on moon, ex-Russian space boss.
Theory of Carl Gustav Jung. The stone is fake. Can you imagine? Do you saw what I saw? And my friends say, I saw it. Maybe I'm not a soul, maybe I am not eternal, as the Bhagavatam says. So, stand in your point. What is your point? You try to please everyone? To please everyone is for only two things: gold and prostitutes. And both of them are part of Kali Yuga. Kali Maharaj resides where are prostitutes, where are lies, and where is gold. Where it reads this? Oh, Srimad Bhagavatam. Maybe also maybe it's not true. Maybe it's mythology. What do you think? Can we sit in two chairs at the same time? Honestly, I don't think that we can sit in two chairs at the same time. What I truly believe is that the scientific community, scientists, they have good intention, but they are still very far from the truth. They are just now realizing that the universe is always evolving, creating and manifesting and unmanifesting. So it's expansion and contraction. Big bang, big crunch. Big bang, big crunch. Big bang, big crunch. This is how they explain now. They are just finding out that the universe has a moment of creation, the Big Bang, and one moment of destruction where everything goes back to the Big Bang. And they call it Big Crunch. So Big Bang, Big Crunch. Big Bang, Big Crunch. And wait, this is the same that the Srimad Bhagavatam is explaining also. So how I can take the Srimad Bhagavatam half true? I take only what is okay for me. Only what the people will not laugh on me, I will take. Basically, I will try to adapt a transcendental science book, philosophy, to what people think now, yes or not. This is ridiculous. So maybe in the future, as the things are going in Kali Yuga, that is a total disaster, social values, maybe in the future we can say that Krishna is so beautiful because in reality he's a woman that is dressed as a man because he born as a woman but he identifies as a man, so he's a man but beautiful like a woman. So the relation between Radha and Krishna will be, you understand what I mean? Just to please the people and the plot of this time. I think we must stand strong in our principles, and doesn't matter what people think and what the media said, because that people is absolutely confused, is in total avidya and ignorance of the final truth. And if you cannot see the final truth, so anything that you see around is just illusion, even if the illusion will give you proofs, because this is the big power of Maya, is creating proofs. You believe it's true, but it's not true. I think Bhagavatam is correct. Okay, let's continue with what Swami Bhaktivedanta said here. By the way, I don't agree with the idea of Swami Bhaktivedanta. Well, I agree in big part with what Swami Bhaktivedanta is saying, but not everything. I am not saying this because I am a follower of Swami Bhaktivedanta. Indeed, I am not ISKCON, I don't follow ISKCON Guru. I have respect and high respect for Swami Bhaktivedanta. But the philosophy after him, what they did, how they create and change the text, everything, is something I don't like. I am a follower of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, no ISKCON. That, on my opinion, are two different things. Okay, let's continue. The estimation is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, distance of 95 million miles. Okay. Devotee asks, they did actually land on the moon, Srila Prabhupada? Prabhupada say, no, they cannot go there. What is the question of landing? They cannot go there. It is far, far away. 1975. Here is one interesting thing that makes me question the theory of Bhaktivedanta Swami. That reads, not going to the moon but to the planet of Rahu. The failure of modern moon excursionists may be due to the Rahu planet. In other words, those who are supposed to be going to the moon may actually be going to the invisible planet Rahu. Actually, they are not going to the moon but to the planet Rahu. And after reaching this planet, they come back. Apart from discussion, here, I think something is wrong in terms of Rahu, because Rahu, indeed, in astrology or in Vedic astrology and Jyotish, we understand as a planet. But indeed, Rahu has not a physical body. Rahu is not a thing on the space that we can see or we can land on. Rahu is, let's say, energy, only. It's an energy field that is there, but has no body like Earth, Moon, Sun, Mars, Venus. It's not like that. We can see and read it here. This is easily to search on Google. Despite having no physical existence, Rahu has been allocated the status of the planet by ancient seers owing to its strong influence in astrology. Rahu is usually paired with Ketu, another shadow planet. The time of day considered to be under the influence of Rahu is called Rahu Kala and is considered inauspicious. Rahu for Western astrology and Ketu, they are the parallel or same than the North Pole and South Pole in astrology. And it means that they are not exactly a planet. It's just an energy field, energy frequency that is not auspicious, and they have this name. Vedically, they have their story that Vishnu killed the demon Rahu by cutting his head with the Sudarshan chakra. Then only the head keep alive, and this is Rahu. But Rahu has no body, is not a place where we can land actually. So this idea of Swami Bhaktivedanta is a little bit strange, because in Rahu you cannot land since it doesn't exist physically. So they cannot go to Rahu pretending that they go to Moon. Now, regardless to the moon landing, Russia also have a different idea. You know that Russia think the Americans didn't land there? Here is something interesting, check.
The former head of Russia's Roscosmos space agency, Dmitry Rogozin, endorsed the old US moon landing hoax conspiracy theory on May 7th. He said he had not found evidence the United States landed on the moon despite a years-long search. The Russian state broadcaster RT reported Rogozin's comments this way: "No proof US landed on moon, ex-Russian space boss. That is false." The 6 crewed Apollo program missions the US conducted to the moon from 1969 to 1972 generated a wealth of evidence.
Alright, they have tons of evidence. Check what is the evidence that they are showing here, or they are claiming to be the evidence of moon landing, and you will be surprised with the details and information that I can show to you and contrast this video.
From thousands of photographs to thousands of hours of video and audio. The astronauts brought to Earth hundreds of pounds of lunar samples that have been independently verified by scientists worldwide.
Fake? This is not true. I will show you proof. I will show you proof that these moonstones that landed to Earth and they claim that they are stones from the moon are fake. Check this information. The story goes like this. It was the 50 years celebration of the moon landing, and NASA sent to different countries moonstones for the museums of every country. The only country who took the moonstone and did scientific research on it was the Netherlands. And Netherlands found out that it was fake. Let's read this. A moon rock given to the Dutch Prime Minister by Apollo 11 astronauts in 1969 has turned out to be a fake. Curators at Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum, where the rock has attracted tens of thousands of visitors each year, discovered that the lunar rock, valued at 308,000 pounds, was in fact petrified wood. There you can see that many of the things that people claims that is brāhmaṇa, that is proof of what they are thinking, is not. We see the moon landing and these rocks from the moon are fake. How fake is it? They give it to a world-renowned museum in Netherlands, Amsterdam, Dutch, and the stone is fake. Can you imagine? It's not that they just mixed up. Oh, I just give a petrified wood. I forgot that I should bring to Europe a stone from the moon and not a tree. It's very strange. So we have also proved that the scientific community is faking some things, at least doing big mistakes. And people take it by, yes, people think everything is correct and it's true, but it's not. When you do a little research, a little investigation, just as this moonstone, you will realize, a moon rock, you realize that, oh, this is fake. What about the other things? Did the other museums who received these moon rocks, did the same investigation? What do they find out? Or maybe after this, everything was silence, because it's a big thing. You see, the museum gets thousands of visitors each year just to see this rock. So maybe for the museum also will be good just to keep it silence. Or let's not do any investigation. The museum is going well. Remember that behind everything there is a business. Let's not play blind, and let's not be fooled by, oh yes, they have so good intention. No, there is a business behind. There are corporations who are making money behind everything, but in the Netherlands, they didn't care much about that. They thought that it was very fake. When I studied this case, the scientific groups who find out this, they explain this like it's a funny joke. This was the explanation they give. What do you think about the fake moon rock? And they say, well, it's a funny joke. Funny joke? Well, funny joke. Maybe other things are also joke, like the filmings, like the transmission, internet transmission from the moon on that time, a real time with just a few seconds of delay between Washington and the moon.
And for people all over the world, I am sure that they too join with Americans in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world.
So the word think, I think, they would say it like that, think, and the top teeth are on the bottom lip, think.
Everything is strange. Really, if you think about this, it opened too much thoughts. But okay, let's continue with Swami Bhaktivedanta. What else he said? If they went there, they will not want to come back. Prabhupada, no, actually, if anyone goes there, he will not like to come back. Otherwise, he will give false information that I went there and touched it and I come back. Well, Swami Bhaktivedanta many times speak like this, very authoritarian and without making much sense in some topics. And like this, yes, if somebody goes to the moon, he don't want to come back. If they come back, because that is fake. I don't think that is really making not much sense. But anyways, let's see something there. This is interesting. How can we believe that the maintainer of vegetation has no vegetation on his own planet? It is understood from this verse that the predominating deity of the moon is the maintainer of all the trees and plants throughout the universe. It is due to the moonshine that trees and plants grow very luxuriantly. Therefore, how can we accept the so-called scientists whose moon expedition have informed us that there are no trees or vegetation on the moon? Soma, the predominating deity of moon, is the king of all vegetation. How can we believe that the maintainer of vegetation has no vegetation on his own planet? Bhagavatam 6.4.6 purport. So moon is not desert. These are simply rascals. The favorite word of Swami Bhaktivedanta to speak about people who were not Hare Krishnas is that they are rascals. These are simple rascals. They do not know anything, and rascals believe that the moon is desert and the sun is desert. Only this planet is full of variety and beauty. No, we have to take lessons from the Shastra. In that way, I completely agree. Not with insulting other people, but I agree that we should take the information from Shastra. Otherwise, for what are we aspirant to Gaudiya Vaishnavas if we are not believing in Shastra? For what we have Shastra then? For what Krishna have been manifesting himself in the body or in the shape of Vyasadeva or Narayan to give us Srimad Bhagavatam and all Shastras. Otherwise, this has not any sense. What do you think? What do you believe about the moon? Is really the moon landing? You have more information? There is another text that is a compilation of everything that Bhaktivedanta Swami say about the moon, that is called Prabhupada in his own words, and speak about the moon landing and the moon and everything. He was not a believer of the moon landing, and I think that Swami Bhaktivedanta did his best to try to prove that the Shastra is correct and the science, this demonic science, is not correct. But maybe he really did not found the proper evidence, more than some numbers that appear here and there, and they sounds a little bit incomprehensible for the majority of the people, so it didn't make much of an impact. Today I was checking some also information that is online about this before making this video, and happens that actually some ISKCON people is saying that they never denied that the moon landing exists and is real. They didn't claim that moon landing was fake. And I think this is horrible, because Swami Bhaktivedanta said so many times in his books. Maybe now the VVT have been changing the books of Swami Bhaktivedanta in terms of that, but I remember I read that when he said that the moon landing was fake, that we cannot land on the moon, and that he said that is absolutely impossible. So how ISKCON now is trying to say that this is not true? They are changing absolutely the ideas of Swami Bhaktivedanta. Is incredible. Can this be any worse? Not just to change the books of Swami Bhaktivedanta, such as Bhagavad Gita has hundreds of change from the original to what they are publishing nowadays, but also now to change what he say himself. But those words are there. It's not possible just to delay it. I don't think so. What do you think about this topic? Interesting, yes? Oh, and one question, what I think about moon, that's why I was putting some of this information out. Another question that I have more than once, and now I will speak on video, is about UFOs. I had the question by email if I have seen UFOs in my life and what I think about that. There are two things that I think about UFOs. One is the theory of Carl Gustav Jung. Carl Jung didn't believe in UFOs. So many people can see the same effect, but everything is a creation of the collective consciousness. And when it's in a personal case, also can be a projection of the personal consciousness, personal and not collective. So this is in somehow also I agree with this idea. It's quite possible that happens and can happen many times, many of the cases. But then there are other cases that are a little bit more complicated to explain. About my personal experience, if that was a collective projection of the collective consciousness, or my personal mind project there, my unconscious project on the sky, whatever, I was walking, it was in 2011 approx. I was living in Santiago de Chile on that time. I was walking on a sunny normal day. It was about 3 p.m. and doing some documentations in the center of Santiago, that back in time was a very nice place to be and to walk through the parks. I was with a friend on that moment, and this friend did not believe in UFOs and nothing like that. My friend did not believe in God. My friend did not believe in soul, reincarnation, absolutely nothing. And it was okay. I don't need people who will believe exactly what I believe, but at least to respect my belief. And we were walking in an area is called Parque Forestal Park. Big, open, green, beautiful. And we are walking, and in one moment I look, because I read many books in my childhood about these topics. Time to time, even now, when I walk, I always look the sky. Anyways, I look the sky, I give my respect to the sun, to the moon, right? To the planets, when I can see the planets, or stars. But in that moment, I see to the sky, look to the sky, and I saw clearly a UFO. And the image of it was in silver color. And like the classical UFOs that we imagine. I will find a picture, because I did research on this kind of UFOs and I found pictures similar to this. So actually it looks quite similar to this, and I've choose this picture as an example because also has some trees around and it's a little bit kind of the surrounding where we were walking. And when I saw this, in no time, I say to my friend, look, very surprised. And my friend look like something is coming and look like this, a little bit excited. And he saw it. And we stand for about 10 seconds, no more. Because just in that area where we were walking, there is a building. That is a building it's a museum of fine art. We were walking around this building, and after a few, like less than 10 seconds, I'm making memory to tell this story. After 10 seconds, the UFO, who was not static but it was moving, slowly but moving, get behind the building. And I say, let's go! And I start running, of course, with that image in front of me. I start running to go around the building, but it took me about 30 or 40 seconds to go all around the building, to stand in the other side to cast it while it was moving to that direction. Around the building, it was not possible to see it anymore, so it just disappeared after that, or it moves faster than we, and we lose the track where it was. But it was looking so big and not far, was not above the clouds, was closer to Earth. And the size, honestly, was, if you will be seeing, let me put it in perspective, if we will be here, like you with me, in the part of the image, the size of what I saw was like this size on top of me. I know that for sure for many will be difficult to believe. Honestly, and with much respect, I say I don't care if somebody believe or not what I am telling you the truth. This happened. Now, yes, if this is real or it was imagination from our part, this is something questionable, and I can accept it. And also I think the same, that was it real, really? Was it real what we saw or not? But it was so clear. And okay, since I do believe in this kind of things, it's possible that, okay, my mind can create and I can see it. But when my friend was there, who was an atheist and did not believe in anything about this, any conversation about this topic was bringing to him only laugh. So he saw it. And when we run around the building to see and we lose it, we lose the sight, I asked him, I say, so what do you think now? It was real? Do you saw what I saw? And my friend say, I saw it. And I reply, so what do you think now? And my friend said, I am thinking only how I will tell to my mother about it, how I will tell my friends about this. Me, who have been denying everything about this, now I will tell I saw a UFO. It was very clear and very sharp. Okay, let's leave it here. I read you in the comments. I hope you like this video. It's interesting to meditate upon this. There are basically two things or three questions that I will leave open that you can answer in the comment section here below. The first is, can we take the grantas as partially true? So I do believe Krishna is God, but I don't believe the earth is flat. Can I take partially, or I should take it fully? And if someone is taking it partially, it is having some problem, some shraddha, faith problem with the Shastra? Or is another explanation that, in my personal point of view, that is very small, because I am not very intelligent, I am missing something? Second, do you believe the interpretation of Bhaktivedanta Swami about the moon landing? And third, does the UFOs really exist? And what they are? What are them? I know that in India, in Bharat, they have a different view about what UFOs are. They say they are devas, divine beings who are visiting Earth. What do you think about this? I will see you in the next. If you want more videos like this, let me know. Comment section is open. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share on your social media, and see you in the next. Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.